Taking a look at quarterback. With that out of the way, we got Jake Fromm from Georgia, said to go at number 1. Yo, hello guys, and welcome back to Madden 20 franchise mode with your Miami Dolphins. And year number 4 has been underway. We've already played week 1 and week 2. And so we're going to update you guys on what happened in week 1 and week 2 as your Miami Dolphins stand at a 1-1 record. They dropped their season opener to the stacked Cleveland Browns, who have, been a playoff threat ever since the season began, or the series began. So that's a hard team to beat, and we weren't able to beat them. Casey Woods threw 1 touchdown pass, 1 interception. And then in week number 2, we had the field goal, the last second field goal winner, where it came down to the wire, but Casey Woods balled for us. He balled out for us, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions, where we went against Tyree Jackson, who actually did pretty decent. But you can still see that the Colts are suffering from Andrew Luck retiring on the spot there without no warning. John Steed had 134 yards at his opener, and then he had 88 yards here in this one. So he's been balling, and he's looking like, he's definitely the starting running back. Now, we're going to also take a look around the league before we hop into the game to get you guys more familiar with the league itself. So, week 1, as far as upsets go, Bengals over the Steelers, but Steelers are a different team. A lot of these teams are kind of different, but if you're going off of last year's success, Patriots beating the Jets is an upset. As the Jets were, Super Bowl losers last year, and then this is the biggest upset: the New York Giants beating the champions 33-7. Not just beating them, but beating them badly. So there's the scores from week 1, and then we take it over to week 2, where the Saints would fall to Baltimore. Browns again winning their week number 2 game against Atlanta, so they start their season off 2-0. Packers dominating over the Vikings. A shootout here in Pittsburgh, where Pittsburgh would fall short once again, this time to Tampa Bay, so they're 0-2. And you guys remember, they have Josh Rosen, but Josh Rosen is not starting yet. We did trade Josh Rosen to them. And then, of course, your Thursday night game was Dolphins at Colts, which was a really good one. So there is the league for that around there. Now, as far as stats go, Casey Woods is 3 touchdown passes, 1 reception on the day. John Steed's having a phenomenal game. Maybe he can hit 1,000 yards if he keeps this up. I'm hoping that is the case. Benji Person's still our leader, but Mark Mello is not doing bad either. Now, guys, there's one thing, though, I have to show you guys. This is going to be pretty fun. You guys should be hyped up for this, because in this next year's NFL draft, it's going to be pretty interesting. So let me go ahead and show you the NFL draft, the scouts, should I say, who are going to be in this next year's draft. Let's take a look at them. So, last year we didn't have anything special happen, but this year we have a lot going on. So let's take a look at the quarterback position. Now, before I do this, I want you guys to know that the timeline in this universe, in this league that I'm playing right now, does not match up with the timeline in real life, and I didn't intend it to. So don't get upset if you see some things that don't match up, because, well, dude, they're not supposed to. So here we go. Taking a look at quarterback. With that out of the way, we got Jake Fromm from Georgia, said to go at number 1. Pretty excited about this. I have them all matched up as far as like their height, where they're from, and I got it as close as what I could get it, to look like them. Then we have Tua from Alabama. Yes, there's going to be some things that don't line up, but like I said, it does not matter. He is a high quarterback prospect in this one as well. Then you got Nick Graham from Vanderbilt, who is said to be be the 3rd best, but he looks like a bust from what I've scouted. He does have B+ and everything, though. And then you got Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. He is 20 years old. He is the youngest quarterback in this draft. Tua, I believe, is 23. Jake is 20, either 23 or 22. And then Trevor Lawrence is 20. Some of the scouts and just around social media are saying Lawrence, you know, he's a little too young. That, you know, they don't know if he will be able to handle it. Drafting a 20-year-old quarterback is dangerous. So Jake Fromm and Tua are put above him, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. We don't need a quarterback, so it's going to be interesting to see where these guys go. Next up, just for fun, I added Adrian Peterson's son. It's not his real name. I just kind of made it up. His first name is A.P. Peterson Jr. I have not scouted him, but he is obviously the most talked up running back in the draft because of his father's success. So we don't really need a running back either, though, because I believe John Steed is the man. Then we're going to take it over to some subscribers that I've added now. And let's go ahead and do that. Left outside linebacker. Now, if you want your name changed, let me know in the comments, but I just did it off of what your YouTube account is, and that's Reflex. I've named your first name Riri and your last name Flex. So Riri Flex. Here he is, left outside linebacker from Ohio. If there's anything, man, that you want changed, Reflex, you let me know and I'll do it for you. But you are now in the game. You're a left outside linebacker, and you are one of the most talented linebackers in this draft to be able to get to the quarterback. A lot of your college tapes are compared to that of Von Miller's NFL career tapes. So you're looking, if you can even be half of what Von Miller was, you will be successful in the NFL. But they're saying you could be even better. So that should be interesting. As my phone goes off, I can never, ever just get a time where I'm recording and it doesn't go off. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, so anyways, we do need outside linebackers, so maybe we look your way. I'm not too sure, but we definitely need some linebackers. We'll be paying attention to that. Next up, we have, I believe I have one more subscriber in here, if I can remember where he's at. Here he is, right here. Ray Guy, strong safety from USF. Should be interesting. He is a little, he's not the tallest, but I think he can definitely get a job done. 5'11" is not bad, though. You know what I mean? Compared to, there's actually some shorter in this draft than him, so we'll see how he does. But that is the NFL draft that we're looking forward to, guys. So there's some big names that we all know to be able to watch out for, and I think it's going to make this NFL draft, like, it's going to bring it, you know, it's going to make it a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. So hopefully you guys, you know, enjoyed that draft. If there's anybody you would want me to add, it could be anything, anybody. I mean, you guys see I even made up a person, A.P. Peterson Jr. If there's somebody you guys would like to, you know, a name you'd want to see in the draft, let me know and we'll make it happen. That's what this series is all about, having fun and doing what we want to do. So next thing I did, as you guys can see there, I took the time to look at some stats to compare them around the league where people stood up, and I changed the overall to nothing crazy, nothing that's going to affect it, you know, too much. But I did it to where I feel like they should have been. I didn't do more than like 3 attributes, you know, so a player who is a 90 overall is not going to, I didn't change him to an 80, you know what I mean? I'm not going to affect it that much. But like, the development in this game seems a little off at some points. So before we continue, let's take a look at some of my subscribers' career stats and where they stand in the NFL. First guy we got to take a look at, of course, is James Skaggs. I feel like he's actually probably been one of the most to take off here recently, as he is with the Titans, I'm sorry. And here he is right here. So this is what he's looking like so far in the season, James Skaggs. There you are, buddy. 9 receptions, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. But if we take a look at you and what you did last season, and by the way, you are a superstar X Factor, and you have hit 90 overall. I feel like you deserved it. You were one of the top tight ends last season. Right here. 81 receptions, 871 yards. And believe it or not, that was actually I believe, in the top 3-4 tight ends yards last season. Not many tight ends hit 1,000 yards last year, but you hit double-digit touchdowns, 10 on the dot, which was very high. And you just proved that you are a red zone threat last season. After your rookie season seemed like a bust, you didn't really get that much playing time. You came back and you dominated, and now you got a huge starting spot. And I think it's going to be interesting. As far as awards, you got in the Pro Bowl last year, so congratulations as well. If you guys don't remember, in the 2020 draft, he was picked 8th. And so there are your awards so far. You actually made it to the Pro Bowl last year, man. Congratulations, James Skaggs from Georgia College. There he is. Next, we're going to take a look at is the guy to take Drew Brees' spot as quarterback, subscriber Logan Parks. Let's see how he's doing. As you guys can see, he is off to a struggling start here this season, but there's plenty of time to turn it around. But let's see how he's actually done. He stands at an 82 overall. His rookie debut, 2020, same with James Skaggs. He was drafted in the same year. He had an amazing rookie season where it really took off. 36 touchdown passes, 11 interceptions, 4,101 yards. And he looked like he could be the dude to possibly, take Drew Brees' spot. But then after that, his numbers went down dramatically. He only threw for half of what he threw in his rookie year. He only threw 19 passing touchdowns, but he did cut down on his interceptions. But overall, he cut down more on his yards and his touchdown passes than anything. And so he kind of took that dip. And then now he looks like he's struggling again this year. Yeah, he has a 101 rating, but 5 touchdown passes to 3 interceptions isn't that good. And he split about 220, each game. As far as awards, let me go back here. As far as awards go for Logan Park, let's see if he has any. I'm not sure if he does. He does. So obviously he was picked 18th, but he did in 2020. He won the Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he got 2020 Best Quarterback. Not just rookie, but Best Quarterback. So Logan Parks, congratulations on that. Then next up, we've got to take a look at this guy, and I feel like this is a talent that got wasted. Subscriber, and it's just because of the organization that he played for. Taking a look at Denver Broncos subscriber. Let's see where he is. Casey Hudson. So this year, it looks like he's getting a little more playing time. He has 9 tackles. Let's take a look at subscriber Casey Hudson, who is a superstar X Factor. He's only at 81 overall, though, at the age of 25. And that's what kind of sucks, is they didn't play him. Even after finding out that he had that superstar X Factor talent, they didn't really play him much because they had other higher overall linebackers in front of him, and they just felt like they were in a win-now state. So as you guys can see here, his rookie season, he did not even get to play. He got 3 tackles total. Then in year number 2021, his second year, this is again the same class with James Skaggs and Logan Park, he got some playing time, and he got 74 tackles, which is really good actually. Not bad at all. But he got 2 sacks and an interception. And then now this year he's got 9 tackles split between 2 games. So maybe possibly he just isn't that superstar X Factor that you would think he would be. But maybe this is where he starts to turn it around at the age of 25. He had a good season last year. As far as awards go, he hasn't won any awards. He was drafted 3rd round and pick number 3. We'll see if he can change that. Now, moving on to the driver, and this is going to be a good one, I believe. Kind of similar, though, I think, to Casey Hutz, Zach Tate. 19 carries, as you guys can see, he's not starting in front of Daryl Henderson Jr. He's got 19 carries, 66 yards, and he's averaged 3.5. Only thing with this is I feel like he's had the chance, he's been given the opportunity. He just hasn't made the best of it. So, click on Tate here. He's 24 years old, star development, 81 overall. And let's see what he's done. So, he is actually from class 2021. And his rookie career, he got 101 carries, and he got 388 yards, 3.8 yards, an average, 5 touchdown passes. And that's actually not that bad when you look at it. But I want a running back who can get over 4 yards per carry, and he's just getting there. I don't believe he started. I'm not too sure if he did or not. I think Chiefs kind of run two running backs. That's how they do it, evenly. Sad, but nothing too nothing that sparks out at you. You know what I mean? He had 15 broken tackles, not yards after contact only 9. Longest run was an 8-yard run, and here's how his year number 2, numbers are looking after 2 games. So we'll see if anything can change for Tay. His awards, Pro Bowl appearance, believe it or not, he actually got a Pro Bowl appearance for his rookie season. So, hey, you never know, right? As far as subscribers, I think you guys let me know how you enjoy these types of videos. We're actually not going to we're not going to play in this episode. I do apologize. I don't know why I said that we were going to play. I want to get you guys connected to the league a little more. Kind of like how I am. I want you guys to feel like you are here with me. And plus, I haven't actually checked up on my subscribers' characters since, up to this point. And I had a lot of fun doing it, off camera. And so I was like, you know what? This is good enough to go ahead and make a video on, to check up on players' careers and get to know them. So we're gonna look at a couple more. What I really want to look at is Brent Kelly. And if you guys haven't been watching since the beginning, we were trying to get a quarterback to replace Josh Rosen, and this was our first attempt. It was Brent Kelly. We drafted him. He didn't seem to be that good. He was normal development, and at the time he was like 70-something overall. Not high 70 either. It was pretty low 70s. He wasn't better than Josh Rosen. And we didn't really think that he was the guy, so we ended up trading him to the Chargers after they let go of Phillip Rivers. And man, was that a good trade for the Chargers, because this man's career has taken off since then. As you guys can see, he's obviously been doing good because he's an 82 overall at normal development trait. And he's only 24. So let's go ahead and let's see what he's actually done, though. So his rookie season, he actually, we played him in, preseason, and he just did not seem like he was, I was disappointed in what he was. So we traded him away, and oh my goodness, did this man blow up. After getting traded and playing for the Chargers 1 year in 2021, he was with us this whole year in 2020, never got any playing time. He blew up. He threw 3,725 yards, 31 touchdown passes, and 11 interceptions. That's good for a guy who didn't seem to be that good. You know what I mean? That's not bad. Coming off of the bench and filling in a role that, the dude that he has to fill in for is a legend in Phillip Rivers, and so I think he did his part. Then this year, just 2 games into the season, he's split with 8. That means he has thrown at least 4 in each game, 4 touchdown passes in each game, and only 2 interceptions, 572 yards. This man is balling out there in his 3rd year. This is crazy. As far as awards, I don't know if he has won any awards. Let's see. He has not. And my phone goes off again. I think I'm setting records for that. I'm sorry, guys. I do apologize. Drafted 1st round, pick 19. That's where we picked him at, and ever since then, he hasn't had any awards. But as far as career stats go, take a look here, or you guys can see it. We just looked at it. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. Traits, awards. Yeah, that's really all we can look at. Contracts. He's got 2 years remaining on his contract. But yeah, so there you go. I think besides that, that's all we really want to look at. Let's take this Scott Freeman. This was a talked up rookie quarterback last year. Let's see how he did his rookie season as he goes into his 2nd year. And he did decent. But Brent Kelly had technically his 2021 season was his opener as well, and he actually did better. Scott Freeman, if he can cut down on those interceptions, I feel like it would be a lot better. It looks like he's already on his way to doing that, so we'll see what happens. As far as everyone else who's joined the league, I don't really feel like there's anyone who kind of sticks out that I want to take a look at here as far as quarterbacks go. Right now we have the rookie Cole Downs. This is the biggest talked up quarterback this season, just to keep you guys in the loop. Minnesota drafted him, and so far, out of 2 games played, not looking too good. Casey Woods, obviously, you guys know about because he's on our team, and he's had a pretty good start, I think. But besides that, these are all kind of like backups, so that is that. John Steed, we've already seen what he's done as far as like his yards last season and stuff like that. Ezekiel Elliott is with the Colts for his 2nd year, I believe. So there's been a change in that. Oscar McKenzie is the running back for Denver, going into his 3rd season now, being the running back. And yeah, so that's kind of the league, guys. Just wanted to give you guys kind of like an update, video. We haven't really done that since the series started, and I want to start doing this a lot more. The last thing we're going to look at is just who's coaching what teams and where is everybody at, because you guys wouldn't know this, and so we're going to definitely start adding this into the series. Mike Tomlin, this is his 2nd year coaching the New York Giants, and this year they're off to a hot start, but last year they have definitely struggled since Mike Tomlin came along. But he's been given a team that is in a bad spot, so he's doing the best he can. He is the coach the coach that's active right now with the most wins. I don't know why I couldn't say that. He is tied actually with Sean Payton, but he has, not as many losses, so they put him number 1. Sean Payton's still with New Orleans, obviously. John Harbaugh is with the Ravens still. John Gruden has moved over to the rival, the Denver Broncos, because Oakland had enough of them, and now he's went to the rivals to try and beat up on them. But I don't believe that Denver is doing too well. But we'll see what he can do there. Then you got Jason Garrett, who obviously, if there was any thoughts of, letting him go, I'm pretty sure they've went away now, because he just won the Super Bowl last year, and he gets that Super Bowl win under his belt. Then we have Ron Rivera, and this guy, you got to wonder, do you get rid of him? I wouldn't say you get rid of him, because he's been the most successful head coach in the series so far. Year number 1, if we look back, he made a run all the way to the Super Bowl and lost to the Ravens 14-35. Then in year number 2, they finished among the top 5 best teams in the NFL. They did get eliminated in the divisional round, but they still made the playoffs. And then in year number 3, they made it all the way to the NFC Championship game, and they lost against the Cowboys. But the question is, can he do it? Yes, he's shown that they're successful, and yes, he's even shown that he can get to the Super Bowl. He's done it twice, but as you guys can see, there's his Super Bowl record. He is 0-2. So I guess in their mindset, I guess it's better to make it to the Super Bowl and lose than to not make it to the Super Bowl at all. So Bill O'Brien is still with Houston. Dan Quinn still with the Falcons. Doug Peterson still with the Eagles. Jay Gruden has moved from Washington to Seattle. We'll see how that continues to work out for them. Mike Zimmer is with the Rams. Adam Gase is still with the Jets because, he's been pretty damn successful ever since he left Miami. Making it to the Super Bowl, having a Super Bowl run, but losing it, of course. But he still made it to the Super Bowl. Anthony Lynn is still with the Chargers. Sean McDermott. Sean McVay. Doug Marrone. Frank Reich. Freddie Kitchens, of course, is still with the Browns. He's had nothing but success with the Browns. As you guys can see, his playoffs standings are right here. Not the best. Then we have Matt Nagy, Matt Patricia, Pat Sherman, who is taking over for the Patriots and has struggled big time. So hopefully they're trying to get back on track. Matt LaFleur, the Green Bay Packers have had coaches come in and out ever since the series happened. They're trying to get a guy that can win. And then Miami. Brian Flores won him a Super Bowl. He's going into his 4th year. But honestly, I know this is crazy, but he's on the hot seat. I'm the owner, Kyle Chicken, and I'm telling you right now, he's on the hot seat. You can't go from winning a Super Bowl to finishing 7-9 and then finishing 7-9 again. So if we finish 7-9 or lower, it's gonna be a little rough. I want to make it to the playoffs this year. I want to have a Super Bowl run again. You know what I mean? We can do it. He's had one winning season since he's been here in Miami, and he's 100% for the playoffs because he's only made it to the playoffs once. So, and he has 1 Super Bowl win. So he had that 1-year run. I want to see more than that though. Zach Taylor, Griffin Murphy, all these guys here, new head coaches now, new names coming into the league. Demetrius Turner hasn't had much success with Pittsburgh. You got to think he's probably on the hot seat. Victor Knox only has 1 year under his belt. And then Matt Hedrick is the head coach for your San Francisco 49ers. He hasn't had much success either. Then you have your 2 new rookie head coaches, Steven Crandall for Oakland, and then Randy Kroom for the Bucs. And guess what? Both of them have yet to lose in the NFL in their head coaching debuts. So there you go. You have it, guys. The update on the league. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, we didn't do much, gaming. We didn't do much playing, getting on the field. But we took a look at around the league to get you guys in touch with it. So let me know what you thought of it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.